Welcome back, guys. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo.
And today, 17 is back. But
More or
this
less.
time is Hoshi and Woozi, man.
Okay.
What is happening with that? I like that subunit. Right?
Sure.
Woozi and Hoshi, I have no idea what they're gonna do. This is a new song. It came out some hours ago with Beam.
I mean, it came out 3 hours ago as
Exactly.
of this recording.
It's
and it's
crazy.
already, as of this recording, gotten 2.4 million views until now. So that is insane.
3 hours.
And I mean, it makes sense. Both Hoshi and also Woozi are incredibly talented vocalists. And Woozi's obviously one of the main creators of a lot of 17's discography.
Exactly.
So let's see what they got.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it. But before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And last, but certainly not least, we already have so much 17 content over on Patreon, and there's basically every single week new 17 content coming out over on Patreon. We're currently doing the 17X game caterers, which is so funny, like diving in to their personalities over on Patreon. We're also doing album reaction and reviews, reviewing 17's discography. We also got concert performances, live performances, dance practices, It's Lives, studio tunes, and so much more 17 content is also available over on Patreon. And again, there's basically every single week new 17 content coming out over on Patreon. So if you want to check that out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That is also the best way to support the channel, since we wouldn't be able to make any of these videos without all of our amazing supporters over on Patreon. And if nothing else, let's do it. This is also another case of the actual title in English not being written in the actual video here.
17
but I think it's
loves-
called Beam.
17 loves doing that.
I think it's
don't know
called
why.
Beam.
I feel like it's a mistake.
It's a serious
like,
mistake.
what is happening? You don't know what you're reading.
No.
Most people like us.
Right. I mean, the majority of their listeners are likely not Koreans. I mean, those are just like the statistics you can see in YouTube Studio for our reactions, for example. So it would make sense to have an English title next
But they
to it.
like doing that. So what can we do?
What can you do?
1, 2, 3. Let's go. I have no idea how this is gonna sound.
Frankly, it doesn't even have to be an English title. It could just be a romanization at the very least.
Ah!
우리 둘이 뭉치면 호주에 주만 남은
호우.
중에 96 HOSHI baby Woozi baby All I wanna do baby You know baby just like this 무대위 밤새에 퍼지는 my typing 월화수목금토일 멜로디로 찰지 손을 공중에
I guess the funny thing is like they're from 1996, both of them.
Sure.
That's funny.
월화수목금토일
Well, it also seems like they're talking a little bit about their past
Yeah, exactly.
until now.
손을 공중에
It's a bit autobiographical.
구룩하면 영지형들 다 무리죠 질투나도 욕은 하지 말아줘 우리처럼 해봐요 just like this Just like this Just like this Just like this 우리처럼 해봐요 동감내
Serious snare roll here.
Take it, take it, boom Pull up, pull up, pull up
Okay.
Take it, boom Pull up, pull up 손을 공중에 우두머리죠 구룩하면 용기형들 다 무리죠 질투나도 욕은
I guess that's got to be like the year of the dragon then.
Yeah.
Huh, really cool.
I'm a Year of the Dragon too.
Congratulations.
go.
What am I? I'm
a
from
dragon.
1999.
Then you're like a rat.
Let me know in the
You're
comments.
like a little rabbit.
Am I a rabbit or a rat? Which one is it?
All of them.
Okay, both of them. I'm just a rodent. That's all.
I'm a dragon. Let's
Okay,
go.
okay.
구룩하면 용기형들 다 무리죠 질투나도 욕은 하지 말아줘 우리처럼 해봐요 just like this 호랑이 눈빛 baby I'm worth it 나 자꾸
Of course, Hoshi had to talk about his tiger.
Yeah, yeah.
비행기 호시와 우지
It's a very rap heavy song.
Yeah.
Until now it's been straight like hip hop.
돈은 벌어도 ain't not for business 좋다 좋아 baby just like this 손을 공중에 우두머리죠 구룩하면 영지형들 다 무리죠 질투나도 욕은 하지 말아줘 우리처럼 해봐요 just like this Just like this Just like this Just like this 우리처럼 해봐요 동감내
Am I the only person who feels like the editing and style plus the actual instrumental is like a Nike commercial or something?
I was thinking that too.
Right. It feels like the beat. I feel like it's the cowbell, bro. This cowbell, you hear it?
Yeah, they
like always being played.
No, it's not only that. It's because right now they're like doing sports, so
Sure.
it looks like an ad.
But like I feel like this type of cowbell rhythm and just general like sound, look, everything has been in a lot of commercials for the last 5 years, if not more. That's too funny.
You're right.
Okay,
it
okay,
reminded
really
me of one too.
Yeah,
Like
right.
Just like this 우리처럼 해봐요 don't got nag Check it boom Check it boom
It's very Korean actually, the lyrics here.
True.
It's a lot of emphasis on like which year you're born, etc.
Wait a minute, hold what's up 머리 위로 우리 적셔
And age.
흔들어 모두 mess up Here we go, here we go, here we go Brothers and sisters 모두 춤을 몸을 맡겨 서로에게 연계부터 Here we go, here we go, here we go At the party 잔에 건배
They're making an ending. Ah!
Okay, it goes hard.
우리 손에 전에 캐릭터 평소와는 다르게 난리 나지요 너희 boys, pretty boys 맞는 말이요 우리처럼 해봐요 just like this Just like this
Man.
Just like this 우리처럼 해봐요 don't got nag
Oh, damn. Oh. Okay, just finish.
And that was it. I like the outro.
I like the
outro. Had a very, I don't know, I want to say, I feel like it was truly YG that like popularized these types of outros within K-pop.
Exactly.
There's probably going to be some comment coming at me saying, actually, somebody else did it before. Okay, maybe. But they're the ones who I really feel like cemented that sound, within K-pop. And now you can see like everyone else is doing it too. And I like that sound. Those sounds
I love
are really cool.
the outros. I love the endings. Like when it's different to the rest of the song, it's always a bop. They need to keep doing it more.
It's interesting how actually hip-hop ish it was.
Yeah, right.
Considering like Woozi is like such a vocalist that I had expected him to do a little bit more. But it still works.
It works.
It still works cool.
It worked, and that's what they wanted to do.
It'll be fun also to see like which kind of sound the rest of the album actually has, because obviously here, you know, they don't have to go for the classic 17 sound. Because this is just like the two of them creating a piece of art together.
Exactly.
So it'll be really interesting to actually check out the rest of it.
Whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how many songs there are. And what kind of like other sound.
Definitely. We definitely got to do that for Patreon.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, we will. I liked it actually. I liked it, especially the outro. Awesome. They knew what to do. They knew how to do. And it's true, it's very Korean.
I feel like
almost all of it was in Korean as well.
Almost the commercial kind of look of it, literally almost looking like an ad. I feel like it's quite Korean as well. I mean, K-pop has always had, at least part of K-pop has always been very clean.
Yeah.
Very kind of almost like sanitized at times. Almost like what you see in an ad. So that also adds to it.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
I think they wanted to look like an ad in a way, because they were like the thing with the running, it looked like a Nike ad.
Yeah, dude, even the font.
Or Nike?
Man. Nike. Anybody saying Nike are grammatically wrong.
Is Nike?
No. How do you spell like?
Likey.
Yeah, exactly. How do you spell like? L-E.
I always said Nike, but I heard people say Nike. I was
Nike is a mistake.
Yeah, right?
Yes, because think about it. Wouldn't you say the word
Yeah, makes no sense.
No.
Right?
Think about it. It's like, right?
Yeah, Nike.
Nike.
That's why I always said
but then let's say the word spiky. How do you spell spiky? With a Y at the end.
Yeah.
So it's not Nike.
It's not
Nike, like a key at the end. It's Nike.
For me,
that's how
Nike.
you say it. Yes.
Right. Okay, Nike.
Yes.
It was kind of like a Nike ad. But I feel like that's what they wanted to do.
Right.
I don't know why, but that's the style they went for. So that's fun.
I thought that was
different.
interesting.
It was interesting. It was
Sure,
fun.
man.
I liked it.
There weren't any references to like 96, I feel like, in the actual video though. It was more just them like talking about it.
More like they both are 96 liners.
Maybe that's also why they did the album together.
Exactly.
Because again, like within Korean culture, your age in like the social hierarchy has a significantly bigger importance than in Western culture. And a lot of other cultures, even within Asia.
It does.
So,
It does,
Interesting.
and it's not only that, it makes you closer with the person.
Right.
It just makes you closer. Your
Yeah.
friendship becomes stronger because you're the same age.
Huh, that's quite
The
interesting.
same year. I know, right?
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
Because I have like no friends that are my age.
No, because
No.
it doesn't matter in the West.
They're either a couple of years older or younger.
In the West, like, nobody cares about that, not at all. But in
Right.
Korea, it's a big thing. Yeah.
Apart from that, I obviously thought the mixing was on point.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the mixing more of what they're doing over at Adore and 17 than what the rest of Hive is doing. It's a little bit less compressed, I want to say.
Okay.
A little bit sort of like less emphasis on like an incredibly crisp high end. I feel like it feels a little bit more warm.
It does.
You get me?
Yeah, I
Like
hear
if we
you. I
compare
hear you, yeah.
this year to in Hypen, for example. In Hypen has a little bit more of an almost like in your face, almost
Face.
sharp sound.
It's so, like,
While
perfect there.
17 is a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
And I also feel like that fits 17's
17.
sort of vibe more.
It does.
Because they are kind of warm and feel goodish. They've always also had a certain level of funk sound.
True.
And this
it
kind,
fits them.
yeah, and this kind of
it does.
mixing also fits with that.
It does.
If anything, maybe that's also a little bit funky. That cowbell
Yeah.
has a little bit of like a funk kind of thing to it.
You're right.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Nonetheless, everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Like the video if you enjoy our content. Comment down below what you thought about our reaction, review, commentary, what have you, of, I don't know what the song's called.
Beam.
Beam, I believe it is called. Beam by Hoshi and Woozi. And last but not least, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our 17 content over there. There's basically every single week new 17 content coming out over on Patreon. So if you like us and you like what we're doing and you want to support the channel and also check out all of that content, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. And if nothing else, see you in the next one.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Annyeong. Bye, guys. Take care.